Hi, boys and girls. Today our theme's going to be bears. And this right here is my assistant. I like to call him Little Bear. I know he's big, but I like to call him Little Bear. We're going to start with Fuzzy Wuzzy. Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear. Fuzzy Wuzzy had no hair. Fuzzy Wuzzy wasn't fuzzy. Was he? No, he was not fuzzy. But look what happened on the other side. Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear. Fuzzy Wuzzy had some hair. Fuzzy Wuzzy was fuzzy, wasn't he? I know almost all of you know this story. I don't have it in the book, but I do have it in felt. Brown bear, what do you see? I see a red bird looking at me. Red bird, what do you see? I see a yellow duck looking at me. Yellow duck, what do you see? I see a blue horse looking at me. Blue horse, what do you see? I see a green frog looking at me. Green frog, what do you see? I see a purple cat looking at me. Purple cat, what do you see? I see a white dog looking at me. White dog, what do you see? I see a black sheep looking at me. Black sheep, what do you see? I see an orange fish looking at me. Orange fish, what do you see? I see a teacher looking at me. Teacher, what do you see? I see the children looking at me. Children, what do you see? We see a brown bear, a red bird, a yellow duck, a blue horse, a green frog, a purple cat, a white dog, a black sheep, and an orange fish or goldfish, and a teacher looking at us. Alrighty, now I'm going to read Polar Bear, what do you hear? This is by Bill Martin and Eric Carle. It's the same one as Brown Bear, except for that was in felt. This one is the book. Polar Bear, what do you hear? I hear a lion roaring in my ear. Lion, what do you hear? I hear a hippopotamus snorting in my ear. Hippopotamus, what do you hear? I hear a flamingo fluttering in my ear. Flamingo, what do you hear? I hear a zebra braying in my ear. Zebra, what do you hear? I hear a boa constrictor hissing in my ear. Boa constrictor, what do you hear? I hear an elephant trumpeting in my ear. Elephant, what do you hear? I hear a leopard snarling in my ear. Leopard, what do you hear? I hear a peacock yelping in my ear. Peacock, peacock, what do you hear? I hear a walrus bellowing in my ear. Walrus, walrus, what do you hear? I hear a zookeeper whistling in my ear. Zookeeper, zookeeper, what do you hear? I hear children growling like a polar bear, roaring like a lion, snorting like like a hippopotamus. Where's the hippopotamus? I can't find the hippopotamus. We'll just keep reading. Fluting like a flamingo, braying like a zebra, hissing like a boa constrictor, trumpeting like an elephant, snarling like a leopard, yelping like a peacock, bellowing like a walrus. That's what I hear. He hears all the animals that were making those sounds. The end. All right, we're going to do a story about the large and growly bear. Once there was a large and growly bear, and one spring morning he woke up with nothing to do. I know, said the large and growly bear. I will find someone to frighten. That is just what large and growly bears need. So the large and growly bear went growling and prowling and scowling, looking for someone to frighten. And what did he see? He saw a bluebird. A bluebird. The bluebirds were busy, for it was spring. They were flying here and pulling up worms there and hurrying home to their babies. I can frighten bluebirds, said the large and growly bear. So he took a breath and it came out. Roar! Shh, said the bluebird. You will wake up the babies. But I mean it, said the large and growly bear. I'm trying to frighten you. Not now, said the bluebird. We are too busy flying here and pulling up worms there and hurrying home to our babies. Find someone else to frighten. Well, I never, said the large and growly bear to himself. There must be someone I can frighten. So the large and growly bear went growling and prowling and scowling, looking for someone to frighten. And what did he see? He saw a rabbit. He saw rabbits. The rabbits were happy, for it was spring. They were jumping here and hopping there and bouncing like balls with pink ears. I can frighten rabbits, said the large and growly bear. So he took a big breath and it came out. Roar! Shh, said the rabbit. You will mix us up. We are counting our bounces. But I mean it, said the large and growly bear. I am a growly bear. I am frightening you. Not now, said the rabbit. We are too busy jumping here and hopping there and bouncing like balls with pink ears. Find someone else to frighten. Well, I really never, said the large and growly bear to himself. There must be someone I can frighten. So the large and growly bear went growling and prowling and scowling, looking for someone to frighten. And what did he see? He saw a mole. They were little and soft as silk, for it was spring. They were digging dirt here and moving dirt there and making tunnels all the way to China. I can frighten moles, said the large and growly bear. So he took a big breath and it came out. Roar! Shh, said the mole. You will shake the tunnels to China. I mean it, said the large and growly bear. I am trying to frighten you. Not now, said the mole. We are too busy digging dirt here and moving dirt there and making tunnels halfway to China. Find someone else to frighten. Well, said the large and growly bear, I really, really never. I just want somebody to frighten. He just must. The large and growly bear was tired and cross and very sad and very growly. But all at once, he had an idea. Fish! I can go frighten some fish. So he went down to the river, and the sun was shining like on the river, Silver River. The large and growly bear still held his breath for an enormous growl. Then the large and growly bear looked into the water. Large and growly bear looks into the water, and he gave the biggest growl he had. Roar! All of a sudden, he saw his reflection, and he got really scared, and he ran away. And he comes back, and he goes, what was that scary thing in the water? So he peeked again, and then he saw it again, and he ran away. Do you boys and girls know what the large and growly bear was seeing when he was peeking into the water? He was seeing his reflection. And that day, the large and growly bear decided that he was not going to try to scare the birds or the bunnies or the moles. He decided he was just going to be friends with them because it was really scary when he growled at himself, and he scared himself with his reflection. And we're going to end with we'll leave these guys here, but we're going to end with a very famous, no, we're going to move them. We're going to end with a very famous book, Goldilocks and the Three Bears. Once upon a time, there were three bears who lived together in a cottage deep in the woods. There was a great big father bear, a middle-sized mother bear, and a little baby bear. Every morning, the three bears had porridge for breakfast. They each had their own special bowl. A great big bowl for Father Bear, a medium-sized bowl for Mother Bear, and a little bowl for Baby Bear. One day, Mother Bear cooked the porridge and spooned it into the three bowls, but the porridge was much too hot to eat. So Mother Bear said, let's go for a walk. When we come back, our porridge will be cool enough to eat. So they're all going to go for a walk. Soon after the three bears left, a little girl came by. She had wandered into the woods and was far from home. Her name was Goldilocks. Goldilocks, who was tired and hungry, was happy to see the three bears' cottage. She knocked on the door. No one came. So Goldilocks pulled open the door and walked right in. Goldilocks saw the three bowls of porridge on the kitchen table, where Mother Bear had left them to cool. First, she tasted the porridge in the great big bowl. This porridge is too hot, said Goldilocks. Next, she tasted the porridge in the medium-sized bowl. This porridge is too cold, said Goldilocks. Then she tasted the porridge in the little bowl. Goldilocks said, this porridge is just right, and she ate it all up. She ate all the porridge from the little bowl. Then Goldilocks saw the bears. Three chairs and thought it would be nice to sit down for a while. First, she sat on the great big chair. This chair is too hard, said Goldilocks. Then she sat on the medium-sized chair. This chair is too soft, said Goldilocks. Then she sat on the little chair. Just right, said Goldilocks. But all of a sudden, crack, the chair broke into pieces and Goldilocks landed on the floor. See, she broke the chair. Goldilocks felt tired and decided to go upstairs to lie down. First, she lay down on the great big bed. This bed is too hard, said Goldilocks. Next, she lay down on the medium-sized bed. This bed is too soft. But when she lay down on the little bed, it was just right. Goldilocks pulled up the covers and closed her eyes. Soon, she was fast asleep. Goldilocks fell asleep on the bed. While Goldilocks was still sleeping, the three bears came back from their walk. "Someone's been eating my porridge," said Father Bear in a great loud voice. "Someone's been eating my porridge," said Mother Bear in a medium-sized voice. "Someone's been eating my porridge," said Baby Bear in a little voice. And they ate it all up. They ate up all of Baby Bear's porridge. Then the three bears looked at their chairs. "Someone's been sitting in my chair," said Daddy Bear in a great big voice. "Someone's been sitting on my chair," said Mother Bear in a medium voice. "Someone's been sitting on my chair, too," cried Little Bear in his little voice. "And it is all broken." The three bears rushed upstairs. "Someone's been sleeping in my bed," said Father Bear in a great big voice. "Someone's been sleeping in my bed," said Mother Bear in a medium-sized voice. "Someone's been sleeping in my bed, too," said Baby Bear in his little voice. "And she still is." There she is. She's still in bed. Goldilocks woke up and saw the three bears looking at her. She jumped out of bed and ran down the stairs. Goldilocks pushed open the door and fled into the woods. And the three bears never saw her again. Bye, Goldilocks. Bye, boys and girls. I hope you like our segment with bears. This was our session of bears. Say goodbye to Little Bear. Bye, Little Bear.